Hey, welcome back to Minecraft, where last video we built up this tower here and started paving the roads. Off camera, well, no, at the end of the video, I said that I would finish the path off camera, which there wasn't much to do, so I've done it. And one thing that I didn't mention, that I have still done off camera, is I've refurnished the inside of this place. I've finished up the floor, I've added the lighting, and you can see that there's a bunch of bookshelves around, because this is supposed to be like a library sort of place. Now, I had an idea for the roof that I haven't implemented because it's going to be a little tricky. I basically want to have like a night sky sort of thing. I know it's been done millions of times before, and I am not at all the first person to think of it. But I just really like the idea of doing that, so I think I'll do that, but that's not the point of this video. See, at the end of the last video, oh, it's night now, I said that I had basically finished all of the castle, really, the entire upstairs. There are small details that I'm going to put in. Basically everywhere that's dark still, I'm going to put something in there, but I haven't got anything planned for that. But what I have planned, that I haven't done anything about, is right up the back here. The black market. And the last time I showed this off, it was quite a bit smaller than it is now, because I've been digging this deeper as a means of getting my stone. And also, I found these three guys. There were four. One of them died in the fight, but I found 3 skeleton horses, and they just seem like the perfect thing to sell in a black market, which is why I've got them down here. So, yeah, I'm going to be building up the black market in this video, and I have a couple ideas, and there's one image that keeps coming into my head. I think it might be from a Yakuza game. It might not be, but there's like this underground shopping center type thing. I don't know if it is an actual black market, but there's like a wooden walkway going through the middle. There's a bunch of vines coming down, and it's like a lush cave, if I remember correctly, and there's a big river going through the middle of it that you have the walkway on top of. And there's various shops coming off on the side that you can buy things from. And I just want to kind of replicate that. I'll put a reference image on screen if I haven't had one on, assuming I can actually find it, because I have no idea where it's from. As I said, it may or may not be from a Yakuza game, but I really want to make something that looks like that. So, the first step is I need to make this bigger, because this is a little more than 1/3 of the total size. So, yeah, I'm going to have to dig it much deeper. Right. Now I just need to dig this further back. How far will it go back, though? So currently, from this wall to the far wall is 28 blocks. Do I want to make it go to 60? I think I might go to 60 blocks. That's quite far. Or actually, if I do it in units of how many lights I'll have along the side, I think I'll have 7 lights. And if they're 8 blocks apart... Oh, I'm doing some weird maths here. You know, I'll just dig it out and see how it goes. I was going to try doing, like, calculations for various stuff, but that just seems like a bit much to do. Whoa. Oh, stumbled across a cave. Well, having a cave here is going to make it a bit easier to dig this out. Okay, so I've marked out 7 lanterns across. Wait, 1, 2, 3... Oh no, only 6. But this seems deep enough. So I have to dig everything out that far. That's about twice as much as what I've already got. That's quite a lot. Oh no, that's why it's 7. There's the lanterns up there. Okay, so now I've cleared out this whole area. And I didn't notice until I had finished that my pickaxe is nearly broken. I just looked down and saw that there was no durability bar and got scared. And there's only 46 durability left. So that was close. And I've decided that I did mine quite a lot of it with my Silk Touch pick because I'm going to need some stone for this whole build. But most of it was done with fortune so that I could get cobblestone, because cobblestone is a lot more useful than smoothstone. Now I wonder if I've got enough XP built up to be able to repair my pickaxe. Not really, but that's enough that I still feel comfortable with it. Now this is about as long as I thought it would end up being. So I thought I might have made it one lantern longer, but I think this is fine. It's very long as is. And I can hear cows, so I'm right underneath the market district. Now, I don't want to have all of this other stones just poking out, so I want to make sure all of this is smooth stone. So all of this gravel, diorite, granite, everything else, I'm gonna have to mine all of that out and replace it with smooth stone, which is why I did a lot of mining with Silk Touch. So I just need to go through and dig it all up, and this is going to take a little while. Okay, there we go. That's all of the non-stone things out of the wall. And I'm not all that sure where to go next. I think while I think about that, I'll upgrade all of the lamp holders to be accurate. This just looks like a spaceship hangar now, with all of the lights going towards the end. I did not expect it to look like that, but it has. Right, I need to find this reference image. Okay, I don't think I can find it. I did find something similar from a Yakuza game, but it was more like not like a nightclub sort of place, but it was full of a bunch of neon lights and like a velvet carpet, and it was very, very different to what I was envisioning. So I don't know where I got this image from, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. So I'm just gonna have to wing it, basically. So I'm gonna have to be doing something on the ground here, and it's definitely gonna get in the way of these torches. So I'm gonna replace them for lanterns, and I'm gonna hang them from the roof. Okay, I've only done a small portion of this, and it's not doing a good job of lighting up the ground. So maybe I'll just leave the torches where they are. Why was I hearing thunder? It's a clear day. What? So in placing those lanterns and removing them again, I've realized that I've made this one too high for me to be able to easily build, and that means that I have to do at least one block of scaffolding to be able to build anything, and it's really annoying. So that's fun, because look, if I'm just standing on the ground, I can't touch that block, but if I'm one higher, I can. It's annoying, but fine. Right, so I don't have much stone left. I'm going to take some of this cobblestone and I'm going to go smelt it, because I need much more than what I've got. Well, actually, maybe I didn't have to go smelt more, because I need to get the river through here, and that means I gotta dig up some of the ground. Okay, now I've got a river going through. Standing back and looking at it, like this. It doesn't look the same as I thought it would, but it works. And I like it. I especially like these waterlogged stairs that I've got on the side, just for that little extra detail. Waterlogging blocks was an amazing addition. It's made so many more options when working with water. It's crazy. So now I need to shape this... Oh, I'm in the pen. I need to shape this into being more of a cave. Because currently, it is very obviously just a box. And it shouldn't look like that. And that's why I need a bunch of smooth stone, so that I can shape the cave. And that's why I'm getting annoyed at the fact that it's going to be really hard to do that, because anything on the ceiling is pretty difficult to do. Actually, I could just go make a bunch of scaffolding. And that's a lot of scaffolding. Okay. I've never really made scaffolding before. I thought it was 6 bamboo for 1, not 6 bamboo for 6. I've never used scaffolding that much before. I knew it could only go a certain distance out, and then it would fall, but I didn't know that it would just keep building, and I could just keep spamming like that until it's built a new pillar for me. Yeah, that's a very quick way to make something very usable, because now I can just climb up on top. How have I never used scaffolding before? It's so useful. If only you could build like this using any block. Just be able to place it on the side easily, or build up. And now, in about 2 minutes, I've built up this very useful structure that otherwise would have taken maybe about 3 times as long to build. So, scaffolding is very, very handy. I'm definitely using scaffolding again if I need to build something, because this is really cool, really good. So, how am I going to shape this? I'm going to have these kind of archways at the entrance, but I don't want them to obscure the view. I think this archway that I'm going to make, I think I'll have it follow the river a little bit. Because that's how caves are formed. Just some sort of water source eroding through an area. So it would make sense realistically for it to follow the river. It just isn't following it at the moment. I've barely done anything, but this is already looking a bit more cave-ish. I mean, if I got rid of the scaffolding, it'd be a bit easier to see. Oh, it's so hard for me to fit under there. But just from here, like this view, it looks like such a cave. But when I start walking around here, it doesn't really. I did not know that I could walk 1 block deep into scaffolding. But that's very handy. So I've run out of stone building the cave, and it turns out that this wasn't going the entire time, and I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna have to wait. And that's it. That's all of the top bit. I haven't got a good look at it because there's scaffolding in the way. I guess that means that I should remove all the scaffolding and see how it looks. And the good thing about scaffolding is all I have to do is remove this 1 bottom block and it takes out everything connected to it. What would have taken many minutes if I was using even something as simple as dirt, I can now clear in seconds with scaffolding. And just looking at this first side, doesn't look that bad. I quite like it. Now these little holes that hold the lanterns, I'm not too sure about those holes, but I think they're fine. Might be able to put something in there instead of just another block of stone. And now being able to look at the cave as a whole, it looks pretty good. It is definitely more of a cave than it was before. The walls here seem a little bit flat. I might have to do something about that. And the wall up the very back, that's of course going to be flat because I'm doing something entirely different with it. But otherwise, I don't think it's all that unnatural for the floor to be completely flat. I could just say that since it's being used, that they flattened it. Also, I'm missing one scaffolding. Oh, I think I know where that one scaffolding went. I placed one a bit too far, and it landed on a fence instead of landing on the ground, so that makes sense. Now I think I'm going to build the pathway on top of the river, and I'm going to build it out of spruce. And that means I need to go get a bunch of spruce. Actually, I should still have a lot just lying around. Okay, not that much spruce. I'm going to build it all with slabs, and yep, that is definitely not enough. So I'm going to have to go get more slabs. More spruce wood. That means taking a trip back to spawn. Right, that should be enough spruce wood. I don't need all that much if I'm building using using slabs. Although, I'm going to have some fences. They might be a different wood, though. Alright, so I've got enough slabs now to get started. Okay, now I've got the bridge in here, and the river's still quite obviously there. You just can't really see all the detail on it. Which, yeah, I was kind of expecting that. But you can still get in it. It's just there's only one way out at the moment. Maybe I should move the location of the bridges. Maybe instead of being on the extremes they should be in the middles. The middle bits. That means I'm gonna have to move a lot of my stuff. Okay, so I just put the bridge sticky outy bits, the ramps, that's the word. I've just put the ramps in line with where the lanterns are, like everything else. And I've also done that with the lanterns, and now the whole place just looks kind of dark. So now I've changed up how the bridge looks, and I don't think I like this change. Because I wanted to put the lanterns in the same spot that the torches were in before, but that didn't work. Now the bridge just looks too thick. Maybe I should just make poles to stick this on. Right, now the bridge is back to how it used to be, and this is much better. And I'm not so sure what to do with the lights. I tried hanging them from the ceiling, I tried putting them on the bridge. Maybe I could just have tiny little poles that I put them on. Oh, right now I'm in a problem where I've just got a bunch of slabs, and every single time that I play modded, there is always something that lets you just put them like that and turn them into a full block. And I really, really wish that you could do that in vanilla Minecraft, because there's so many times that you just make too many slabs, and then you've just got to deal with slabs that you're never going to use again, and it's a pain. Now we're going to go get fences. Ooh, I just had an idea. If the cave is too dingy, maybe I should get a better light. And I'm going to the nether because I'm thinking I can use shroom light. I'm still going to have soul lanterns, but shroom light is... I'm pretty sure it's quite bright. Not as much as, like, glowstone, but it's still got a decent glow to it. Okay, that's enough shroom light. It's a bit annoying to try and gather large quantities of them. And I know exactly what to do with these. There's a reason why I got 14. There we go. I put the shroom light in the walls above the lanterns in the little gaps there. So it still, for the most part, looks like the lanterns are lighting it up, but there's just that extra light source. And that makes it look a little less dingy, just having a brighter light source in there. And now I gotta put these lanterns on the fence posts. And now just those two simple changes have made this whole place look much, much better. There's still the dark spots, yeah, but there's always going to be dark spots in a black market. That's kind of the point. I would have put shroom lights around here, but for whatever reason I lost one. And I would like it to be symmetrical if I was to do that. So I'm just gonna put that away. Right. I think that's good for lighting. And if this was any other version of Minecraft, then mobs would be spawning all over this place, but it's 1. Is it 18 now? Yeah, it's 1.18 now, and mobs only spawn in light level 0, so now I need to go get... Now I need to just raid a lush cave. And I don't know where one is nearby. Wait, I forgot. I found a lush cave before, and I took a lot of its stuff, and I've just got it at my starter base. I really should combine those two storages at some point. So I need some moss. I don't think I'll use azalea. I'm definitely going to need spore blossoms. I'm going to need much more than that. I can get my own moss carpet. Actually, just bone mealing moss will get azaleas, so yeah, I can leave that. I should get more spore blossoms, though. That could be how I light up the ceiling. I put a spore blossom on a shroom light. Unless, do spore blossoms create their own light? No, they don't. But they just make these nice particles. Maybe I should go back to that lush cave and get more mossy stuff. Just forget where it is. Oh, there's light in that cave. I think I see... Yeah, there we go. That's a lush cave. This isn't the same one that I found before, but this is a lush cave. I just stumbled across something. So I've got myself a bunch of moss and a little bit of bone meal. I can fairly easily get more. And I just need to scatter this somewhat randomly around the cave. And then bone meal it. So something like plonk on there. Can you not bone meal it when it's on the ceiling? Nice, spore blossoms can be placed on shroom light. Okay, so we'll have them dotted around. Even just one adds loads of particles around. I've just noticed that I've messed up the ceiling here. I'm gonna have to fix that, but I don't have enough stone at the moment. Oh, I need to get one more spore blossom and shroom light. I don't know if there's a lush cave around here anywhere that I could take. I just went back to that other cave and I found one. And that really does a good job of lighting up the ceiling. Yeah. And it creates these nice particles around. I still need to get moss into the ceiling though. And I was really hoping that I could just bone meal it. I've got an idea. Does that work? Yeah, that works. So I just need to find a spot that's already got air above it. So this is what I've ended up with after all of that bone meal. I think I need to get some of those hanging vines and place them around, because this is not enough at all. And also I don't think I'm going to have any on the ground. It's just going to be on the roof. So I need to go grab shears, and I need to go harvest some of them. I wonder if I can shear the ones that still have glowberries on them. I don't think I can shear them off at all. Okay then, that just kind of ruins it a little bit. At least I can take some drip leaf, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's just nice to have it. Wait, can I place glowberries, or are they just a food? I can! Ah, that's how I get them. I need to use glowberries. I've got a bunch of glowberries then. And then I could probably bone meal them to get them longer. And they might grow their own glowberries. Okay, I need as much bone meal as possible. Yeah, that should about do it. There we go. That looks much nicer now. And this place doesn't look at all dingy anymore. And I kind of wanted that to happen. Also, this moss should probably be a bit bigger. Now, one small problem is that all of these glowberry vines do keep growing longer, so I do know something that I can use to fix that. I need to go get a bunch of string. And if I just put string underneath all of these, then they won't grow any longer. Simple. And string is mostly invisible too, so it's not like it'll get in the way of viewing this place. And now they won't grow anymore. And it'll stay looking like this forever, basically. I think this place is looking pretty cool. Pretty good. I might want to change up some of the stone, because the stone is still a bit I might mix in some andesite, but I think I might just leave it here for the time being. Because I've been recording for a long time. I've been recording for near on 4 hours now. And I've done enough. This is looking pretty good. I've got the river through the middle. I've got the boardwalk on top of it. I've got all the lighting that I need. And I've got all of the lush cave bits. And I think just in my own time, I'll go through and I'll probably swap out a lot of the stone for andesite, maybe put some cobblestone in there, make it feel a bit more like an actual cave. But it's pretty good for the time being. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I'm quite happy with what I've done. And I'm not sure what else to say. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling. So, bye.